back, guys, again to the Elevate Fusic 365 podcast. We have our next guest, Sabreé. What's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I love it. So listen, go ahead and jump back into these commercials, and then we'll be right back.
Pushing the gas and along with the pedal. We not the same, we on different levels. You say the same, but yo, I cannot settle. I'm bringing the bass and you bringing the treble. Pushing the gas and along with the pedal. We not the same, we on different levels. You say the same, but yo, I cannot settle. I'm bringing the bass.
Sin atraso, soy un alacrán, obra de arte que Picasso. Sinfonías de mis dientes se convierten en un palo. Pinto musas de mi mente, un universo estoy creando. Sé que lo puedes ver, difícil comprender. Es mi forma de ser, realeza y poder. Se retiró R de reggaetón, llegó la reina.
Awesome, guys. So like I said, this is the Elevate Fusic 365 podcast, and we have Sabreé in the building.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
How
ma'am.
you doing today?
I'm good. I'm here. I'm alive.
Awesome. Are you
here.
excited? So I know we've been leading up to this convention for a
Right.
little while now. We've already met each other via
Yeah.
IG Live or, the Google Meets thing, but you're finally here.
I am.
What has this process looked like building up? And first, let's just introduce him what you do. You're an artist.
I
right?
am.
He's an artist, guys. So he'll be performing on the big stage tomorrow at the Miller. One of his singles. Can you go ahead and talk a little bit about, again, the process leading up to here?
Right.
Just preparing for, your performance tomorrow.
Okay, so the process, we were here. We was in San Diego. We was waiting on our tickets. The tickets was expensive.
Yes.
Expensive. But we got on the plane. It was a long flight. We pulled up to the Marriott Convention Center here, got a little suite, and it was just more of a mental game at that point.
Yeah.
It's okay, cool. I'm about to get in front of however many people it is, and then we're gonna rock out the show.
Right.
Definitely.
So as far as mental preparedness, is that you like taking notes? Is that you kind of going over your material, going over like, in the mirror?
Right.
What does that look like?
It's mostly the second and the third one.
Yeah.
Mostly humming, having my eyes closed in the mirror, seeing what I'm gonna be, what I'm gonna do with it. Right. Not taking notes, more mental notes maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's mostly what it is for
Okay.
real.
So you are performing with Ruby tomorrow, right?
I am.
You are. And
I
is this
am.
your first time?
We actually met yesterday as our first time.
Okay.
And
But
it
this
was
will be the first time performing the.
correct.
Okay.
We did little dry runs yesterday.
Okay.
But yeah, this is gonna be crazy. This is
I
gonna be
think I'm
crazy.
excited. Can you give us, or at least tell the viewers, because they aren't aware,
Right.
What the song is about, I guess the curation process of the
Right.
song, and then just kind of go into, like you and Ruby's chemistry
Right.
and how it even got to be,
Right.
a
Okay.
thing.
So the song is called "I Know," featuring Ruby Mar,
Mm-hmm.
and it's more of saying even if you're not here, or if you're present, if you're away thousands of miles, or whatever the case might be, I'm gonna still love you regardless.
Yeah.
So that's the scenery inside the song itself. And when we met, it was like, okay, cool. We seen each other, right?
Yeah.
And then we did these little dry runs. We had to do it over and over again because we had to get that chemistry right,
Yeah.
right? Correct, because it was like our first time actually meeting each other. But once we got it, it popped. Our chemistry was beautiful, and it's an honor to work with her.
Yeah.
'Cause she's amazing. Her voice control is amazing.
Absolutely.
It was just a time when the music actually stopped when we was doing the dry runs, and she was still singing, and
Yeah,
we was
he
like
okay.
it was like, yeah.
I love it.
So yeah,
I love
definitely
it.
chemistry definitely grew.
So what's the vibe of the song? What can the people expect from the song?
It's more of an R&B feeling, rhythm and blues.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely gonna feel it, regardless. It's gonna be two great artists going in there,
On the stage.
doing a thing. Right.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about, your career, just at least how you got into music and the musicality of it,
Right.
finding your sound, or if you're still finding your sound,
Yeah.
what that looks like, just a little bit more about Sabreé.
Well, if you ask my father or my mom's, I've been singing since I came out the womb.
Right.
But I really got into it. I think I had like this 5th grade talent show.
Yeah.
And I got 2nd place. And since then, I've been eager to be like, I want
First
more of
place.
this. I want more of this. I definitely want more of this. And I got in tune with it. I'm still learning what I want to do with it. I don't know because I'm versatile.
Yeah.
I'm a lot of versatile. I don't know if I want to stay on the singing side or the rapping side, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get there one day, but this is an experience.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. So I know, and like I said, I've interviewed him before, guys. So I'm just kind of tapping in on the projects. I know I asked you what your favorite song was off your most recent one.
Right.
He dropped 2 in 2020 during a pandemic. Talk a little bit about that in the process of that.
It was different for me, other than performing. I couldn't perform a lot during a pandemic, but I could still go into the studio and lay down tracks, and we get in there and articulate every single thing for it. And it was new to me.
Yeah.
Definitely new to me. It was a different scenery, it's a different experience. But then we got through it. We got through it. We here, and then post COVID, we did a lot more performances, and we did a lot more songs and a lot more music videos. So we get to advertise a lot more.
Absolutely.
Right.
So going into those 2 pieces of work that you dropped in 2020, were they pushed by anything, or was that just kind of like it just ended up happening on that timeline, or was that like planned?
I think it actually started just happening on the timeline. I started making music, I want to say, in 2019. Okay. And just for fun at first, just to see everybody, my friends would be
if
like,
you could catch.
yeah, like, you might as well go in there, you could do a little something, right? And then I went in there, I was like, oh, this is kind of fun, right? And then it turned into more of a, I want this, more of a passion.
Absolutely.
And it's a great feeling, to be honest.
So talk to me about, the songs on that, on those projects. Do they correlate with each other? Does it tell a story throughout the entire album or EP? What was the decision making? Because even coming down to names of the songs, how long they're going to be featured, if any. What the chorus or hook is going to be. Right. So kind of like, what is that for you? Or how was that for you?
It was difficult at first, I want to say, because Damage Control was my first project that I put out, and it's in the name itself. I was controlling everything. I was trying to control all the damage that I've put in other people's lives, or the damages that I got in my life as well. So that was one for me, and then I moved into Son of Chicago. So I'm telling my art form of where I was from, what I've been doing, what I've done, what I can become, things like that. Yeah. So it was a different experience. It was easier going into Son of Chicago than it was Damage Control, because it's harder to talk about that type of stuff. Yeah. But Son of Chicago was easier because that's me. You know what I mean? That's who I am.
So with Damage Control, you're saying it's hard to talk about it. Putting it in a music form, I mean, I guess that would be a form of therapy, or almost therapeutic to you. Right. What are you hoping for your fans or anybody listening to the music to get from that?
From Damage Control?
Yeah.
You can set your mind to anything, and you can overcome a lot. Yeah. If you put your mind to it. Yeah. To be honest, it was difficult at first because not a lot of people can actually express that emotion, right? They're scared to express that emotion, or
initially.
Right, initially, and then you get comfortable. You can certain situations you can, and then you just let it out, and you can do that. Yeah. And so you can do anything.
So listen, if anybody can do anything, so you were raised in Augusta, moved to Chicago.
Raised in Chicago, moved to Augusta, yeah.
And now in San Diego.
Yes.
What does that look like? Those are 3 different places, 3 different cities, 3 different, geographic locations, all different types of vibes. Like, does that show up in your music some? Do you kind of catch that? Or do you feel like those are just pieces of you that kind of help shape the ultimate?
I think it just helps shape the ultimate, what I can be. I think it's a culture shock for real. Yeah. I don't know who's controlling that weather, like I said, but they got it on shuffle for sure. But it's a culture shock nonetheless. Being where Chicago, where it's all cold, windy, and moving to Augusta, where it's humid, and then sometimes it can get real cold.
Swampy,
and then San Diego, where it never rains. You know what I mean? So, and then moving back and forth to here it's definitely you have to get used to it. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. So in the future, as far as your projects go, do you plan on, like, with everything changing? Let me just say that, like I said in our previous interview, basically going into the digital realm as far as everything being virtual. Right. Do you see yourself trying to not necessarily tap into that market, but incorporating into what you already have as an artist already?
So I think we talked about this, and we were saying, I was like, I never really tapped into it. I never got, into the process of it. But then I thought about it. I slept over, and I'm like, that could actually be, you never know how the future's
benefit.
going to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now social media is crazy. So, and it's at the all-time high right now. So we're going to tap into that for sure. We're going to get
Yeah.
into it, and then we're going to see how that works for me and it works for
Absolutely.
everybody else, because I'm here for an inspiration.
Absolutely.
Right.
So when moving forward with your career,
Right.
of course, you know, the goal is to win awards or what have you, you know, be financially stable, whatever have you. What goals do you have outside of those? Like what truly makes you a unique artist, or what would your fan base say or be able to say about you and why they like you as an artist?
For real, he talks about real situations. He's not into the fake, this, that, the third. I ain't gonna go out in detail on it, but he talks about what is happening in the world.
Yeah.
What can we do to change it?
Mm-hmm.
There's a little rap side, a little club bangers going on, but
Yeah.
he actually is more of the conscious of the self that you can inspire. And then if you're ever feeling some type of way or any emotion, I can put that towards a song.
Yeah.
And
So do you think, or where would you align yourself within like the rap world? So, you know, you have your conscious rappers, you have your twerk rappers, you have your, you know, your singing rappers.
Right.
Like, where would you kind of throw yourself in?
I can't throw myself into a group yet. I don't.
I mean, that could be all
right.
of them, though.
I'm more of a, I'm getting so versatile at this point with the singing and then the rapping and then the conscious and then the club bangers and then, you know, slow intimate songs. It's all into one. So I'm very versatile. So I can't just put myself in one pool yet.
Yeah.
We're gonna see though. It might stay the same. It might change. But we'll see for
definitely. Sure. I think as an artist, having that wide range and that variety is going to allow you to not only be welcomed in many spaces, but also be marketable to many spaces, you know?
Exactly.
And so, like, it's always going to be a way where you say, yeah, this is me and who I am and where I come from, but I also could do this.
Exactly.
And I also could do this, too.
Exactly.
And then actually, let me have some of that over here. Yeah, for sure. So, going back into, you know, tomorrow in the performance, just think or put yourself back into younger you. What would you tell younger you?
Living what you create. You go out there and just do it. Do it. Whatever you want to do, just do it. It can happen, and you're gonna be successful at it.
Did you ever have that shyness growing up to where you were unable to kind of like be in those spaces, or you've always been someone?
I've more been an extrovert type of person.
Yeah.
I always used to get in trouble in school, so my dad ain't really like that too much.
Yeah.
My mom's ain't really like that too much, but that's who I was. I used to always talk. I just talk. I talk to other people, talk to strangers, talk to get to know a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right. And when that happened, it's what helped me grow into the person I am today.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So going into just advice for someone who's they probably haven't been to lived in 3 different places, probably haven't lived or gone through, you know, your struggle or had your specific story, but they want to be in the same light. They want to pursue a career in music. They want to, you know what I'm saying, perform. They want to be able to make this a full-time thing and a reality for them. What tips, tricks, you know, what would you tell them? You know what I'm saying? How would you tell them to kind of jump into it or direct them towards it?
If you can get out. Get out there and do it. Advertise yourself. You're gonna have to do that a lot for publicity. Any publicity is not bad publicity. Bad publicity is just good publicity at the same time. So go out there and do it. You can do anything. I'm telling you. And you can be an introvert, extrovert, anything. But as long as you're putting yourself out there, expressing yourself, telling your you. Yeah. Not whoever else wants you to be. Yeah. Be yourself and be yourself, be your person, and put yourself out there. And soon enough, it'll come. I promise.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Do you have any current projects that you're working on?
I am working on a current EP, 6 songs, named "Who Is He?"
And the vibe for that is, and I believe this is what you said, is your album that's kind of like you.
Yeah,
right?
I'm telling who I am finally.
Tell us a little bit more about it.
So for "Who Is He" is 6 songs, and for every letter is Sabree going down the list. So it's songs that start with an S and then an A, Bree. Yeah. Right? And then it's literally telling like who is, like, where does he come from? Who is he?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that's all I can say for right now, right?
Yeah,
I can't put too much out, but
gotta keep it in the box.
Gotta keep it in the pocket.
I love it.
Definitely.
I love it. So, like I said, Fusic 365. with this being a performance for you, what do you hope to gain from it? And have you had a performance that was as big or even around, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like on a stage that's in a different city, you know,
Right.
like what do you expect from this?
I've been in different cities doing stage like performances, right? But this is a little different because it's a dance competition as well, and I want to see this experience. I did a couple of classes myself, and I can't even dance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was that experience, and it was great. I love the energy, and the experience was beautiful.
Yeah.
Right. And that's really the experience I'm looking for. The performance is going to be amazing. Me and Ruby Mar, Fusic 365, we're going to be crazy at the Miller Theater. But the experience is definitely a need for this dancing because I need to get more in tune to this. Get more choreography in my music videos. Maybe
I was just about to say that. So again, I know we talked a little bit about it, but again, making music for dancers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know that might not be your primary goal, but if you were to envision what that looked like, can you?
I can't envision it yet. We gotta see that. We gotta definitely see that because my songs it's a little different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's most of them are on the conscious side.
Yeah.
So seeing that, like the instructors we had today, and we had the full body experience.
Yeah.
I never even thought about that. You're more in tune with your body and everything. So it could be something like that. We can see something like Juniagi, the instructor out there. When I took her class, I thought it was gonna be a beginner's class. It was definitely a master's class, and I wasn't prepared for it. So, but she was amazing. She's literally the best at what she does.
Yeah.
But we gonna have to see. We gonna have to see for sure.
I'm excited, especially for the performance with you and Ruby Mars tomorrow.
Yes.
I hopefully have a chance to speak with her. But is there anything that you want to tell your fans, the viewers, about you?
I'm Sabreé. I'm definitely Sabreé. Please be there at the Miller Theater tomorrow. It's gonna be crazy. Me and Ruby Mars gonna shut the house down for sure. So please be there at Miller Theater. The doors open at 6. Show starts at 7.
7, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, we can't wait to see you. I'm
Definitely.
excited to see you. Guys, go ahead and check in. Follow him on Instagram. Again, Fusic 365 is about to be something completely different. So having everybody up here, even you, Sabreé, is definitely an honor.
I appreciate that. Definitely an honor.
For real. Make sure y'all keep tapped in with us. Again, Elevate Podcast, Fusic 365. We love y'all.